With record high fertilizer prices, more grain farmers are interested in utilizing manure in their cropping scheme for 2022. And for farmers who traditionally apply manure, it will be more important than ever to come up with a strategy to make the best use of this hot commodity.
When we think about our nutrient sources, it is one that we already have on farm. But the key this year is making sure that we credit it appropriately. So I went back and looked at the research, and in Wisconsin, we found that up to a third of our manure doesn't actually fall within the general averages for book values, meaning that a third of us are probably over-crediting or under-crediting our manure potentially. So getting out there, getting that manure sample, and making sure that we take into account that particularly that really high cost NP and K this year is going to be important. So we obviously have time to do that. Sample costs around $25 to $30. And so it doesn't take a whole lot of nutrient savings to pay for that.
When it comes to applying in the spring, I know some farmers are passionate about it, others prefer to haul in the fall. Is this a year we should look at getting manure on fields in the spring if we're maybe looking at shortages of fertilizers?
We should. And this is where, and also those in-season applications. So being really strategic on where we place our limited nutrients is going to be important for us if we're not able to or not willing to purchase the fertilizer that we usually do. And so strategizing those fields that have very low and low testing soil tests, that's where we're going to see the most bang for our buck, because the probability of response is highest in those very low and low testing fields. Also prioritizing those fields that are lower in potassium versus those that are lower in phosphorus. So potassium is going to see a bigger response, oftentimes in many of our crops, in particular corn and soybeans, and of course alfalfa, than phosphorus. So really being strategic on how we utilize this manure is going to be important.
What if we are cash croppers? I know our dairy farmers have ample access to manure. If we normally don't use that on our fields, what do you suggest for the year ahead?
If there's an opportunity to purchase or barter some manure from our neighbors, that is acceptable in the state of Wisconsin. And so we just take that into account in our nutrient management plan. So for non-permitted farms, we just make a note that we have sold manure off farm, and we account for that volume. And then the person who receives it, the farm that receives it, then puts it into its nutrient management plan on the appropriate fields. It's a little bit more complicated for a permitted farm, but is still very allowable. So utilizing that manure in the best way possible is key.
Jamie, if we have fields that we've planted cover crops on, hoping that they'll be nice and green in the spring, instead of spraying those off, what do you recommend? It probably is even more beneficial if we can work that into the ground or plant green.
If we can plant green. And so this is where we need to be cautious as to what we're planting back into it. So if we're coming back and planting green with soybeans, we're not so worried about it in that nitrogen tie-up, because what the research in Wisconsin is finding is if we have more than 1,000 pounds of dry matter in a cover crop out there, there's the potential for that nitrogen that's contained in those plant materials to be tied up early in the season. And so you may see corn in particular suffer a little bit of early season nitrogen deficiency. We don't see that in soybeans. So what we're looking at is planting green of soybeans. We don't need to make those any accommodations. If we're going to plant green with corn, we need to be wary of our pest problems, but also potentially that early season nitrogen tie-up. And so when you talk to many agronomists, UW doesn't have a solid recommendation at this moment, but when you talk to many agronomists, we're looking at applying the same amount of nitrogen that we normally would, but what we do is we move an additional 30 pounds forward. So 30 pounds at that pre-plant or at that planting so to make sure that we have enough nitrogen to overcome that end tie-up early in the season.
Cover crops may also emerge as an important tool to control weeds this year, with other chemicals in short supply and increased in price. A recent field study in Calumet County studied soybeans planted into roller crimped rye. There was a dramatic reduction in water hemp.